All right, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified podcast. Today is November 20th, 2023. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Pokemon Trigger Please. We're back at it again with another episode of the Purified podcast. Definitely excited to be here. It's always an exciting week of Pokemon Go, and it was a lot of fun to play this week.
It was a lot of interesting things happening for sure. We had the festival, like Fashion Week event. Hey, how you doing, Kiki? Fashion Week event has come and go. So we are definitely going to talk about our experiences with that. I finally got my computer fixed in some way. Yay. Technically, my computer was fine. It's just that my keyboard was messed up. I don't know if I actually need to get a new one. I'm using an old keyboard that I used to have for a long time, and it's mechanical. So you guys may hear like a couple of things. And then after that, we are now entering the final week-ish of the Adventures Abound season, which I can't believe it's been 3 months. Holy Jesus. We don't have much news yet on the upfront of the next season. We do have some confirmations here and there, but not enough to actually say that we got to talk about it, because you know how it is. Chris, thank you so much for subbing again. Appreciate it very much. And yeah, I've been kind of sick. Well, somewhat less sick or something like that. Also, I'm going to turn off my mic a little bit here. Make sure that you guys can hear me well. Because now it was just like booming into the end or something. But yeah, but it wasn't like a full-on sickness. I still went to work. I didn't call out or anything. I just was like nose things and everything. And I guess, I don't know, after the rainy weather this week, it was a little bit intense. So I hope you've been doing okay, Chris. I hope you had some fun this week.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I wish I got to play a little bit more, but the days lined up pretty well. So I was able to get a good amount of fun stuff and play a little bit. It was definitely a lot of fun to click on every single Pokemon. I do like the costumes as long as they feel unique.
Right. Yeah.
Pikachu's, I think, are a little bit overdone.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm actually kind of glad that they did a repeat Pikachu, because it's kind of annoying when it's just a different Pikachu just taking up your box like all the time.
Yeah, I mean Pikachu has like 20,000 customs at this point. It's kind of insane.
There, man.
Yeah, it's up there. It's getting there for sure. But we are here once again to talk about Pokemon Go news, updates, and ranting about the game because we love the game just as much as you do. Please make sure you check us out at the Professor Network/Purified Podcast. Wonderful people to work with every single time. We don't have our faces here because, again, I had to hurry up and get this podcast ready to go. But make sure you check us out with Justin, Adam, Ken, Jamal, and Chris. For some reason, everybody has to have a Chris. But, But, yeah, it is how that is. Okay, so last week, recap of gameplay. It was actually fun. I mean, just like Chris was mentioning, we had so many cool customs around. Also, I'm going to send you a Cobalion because I have a Cobalion. You want a Cobalion? You want a Cobalion? Yeah. You want the extra large candy boy?
Dude, I want the shiny too. Yeah,
let me send it to you. Kiki, I know you're online, so I'm just going to send it to you too.
The people that show up on Twitter that are always like, "Do you have any raids?
It's like, are you guys doing raids? Can I join in? I'm like, no, because we're not that type of podcast. We're also not type of stream, anyways. It's like the amount of people that just like, oh, we got to do this way or something. It's kind of insane, But yeah, anyways, while we do this, because we can't really get into our hauls this week since both of us are kind of like doing a raid here anyway.
Do it from the raid screen.
Chris is just eating his taco, nonchalant too,
Yeah, that's my brag.
Mm-hmm.
That's my brag right here. I got Taco Bell today.
That's what I'm saying.
For the whole week.
Yeah, let me make sure we sent the rest of this here to make sure.
Was there any shiny you were hunting really hard this week that just didn't shine for you?
Yes, but let's talk about a little bit of how the Fashion Week event really went for everybody. So this was a 5-day event. It ended on Sunday. We could have done the podcast yesterday, but I was literally a lot too busy when it comes down to. Also, it looks like we're gonna do this.
No, we got my buddy Andrew in there.
Oh yeah. Anyways, the Fashion Week events, and actually, let me just go to the actual website because I'm just trying to remember here and there. It's gonna give us like PDSB or something. All right, Fashion Week event. The debuts of Dragonite wearing a fashionable costume. We have the Whooper, and we have also we got 4 people in here. Whooper with a fashionable costume and the Quagsire. Which now that I remember, I don't think I kept any Whoopers, and I forgot to evolve it.
I honestly can't remember if I kept one, but I'm sure I think I do.
If I have one, I think I'm just gonna evolve it and just keep it for the decks. Aside from that, we did have event bonuses, 2 times candy for catching Pokemon, which was really nice. Increased chance of trainers level 31 and up to receive Candy XL for catching Pokemon. The time research was actually pretty good. I don't remember all the steps, however, they would actually earn you for each one of the customs that was actually during this gameplay. And the Dragonite, so that was pretty nice. You actually had the chance of 2 Dragonites with the $2 ticket, time tickets.
It definitely paid for itself. I do like, I did like this one.
Yeah. We had Pikachu wearing the Summer Flare, which again, Chris say that this was a comeback Pikachu from previously, which I actually got to get the shiny, so that's one of them that I missed out, unfortunately.
I really was trying for that Pichu, man.
Yeah, I know, right? Diglett, Whooper, Crognut, Frillis, Furfro, and Marine. Gatita was also there, but all of them, shiny available was for the Marini. Absol was actually spawning with his Vanishable costume, and Frillish and the blue Frillish was the lucky one when it comes down to it. 1-star race and 3-star race were packed, although for some reason the Dragonite race and 3 stars were super hard to find.
Dude, I only saw, I want to say one or two.
I don't think I actually saw like that even one. I was getting invited to them, and I was just like, where are all these Dragonites? I was hoping to have at least 1 or 2 in my home spawn, but it never happened.
I definitely wish they were more common because I think that was like the hunt this year.
Yeah.
At least for me, and I'm sure for you too.
Yeah.
Like it was a really fun one to shiny check. But I saw someone that got back-to-back shinies on their quest.
Oh yeah, I saw that
on Twitter. I'm trying to think of who it was.
Somebody with the time research. That was actually just a random person that posted on Twitter, I think. And then all of a sudden we see that he has 2 from the research. I think it was like identically CPs too or something. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. So that was actually insane.
Multiple people then.
Yeah. The eggs, just like Chris has mentioned, 5-kilometer eggs were hatching things like Pikachu with the Summer Flare, the Whoopers, Mushroom with the fashionable costume, the Shinx, and the Gatita. Of course, people were going for the Gatita anyways. Furious stats, once again, Butterfree, which was also another hunt for a lot of people, Diglett, Whooper, Curlia, Shinx, and Blizzle. You got it? You got it?
The shiny.
Let me see if I got the shiny. Let me see if I got the shiny. Nah, I didn't get the shiny. What's the Hondo CP anyways, you know?
It should be 1727. Because 1723 was a 98 for me earlier.
Oh, then it's trash for me then. I think I only have 1 shiny Cobalion. I don't have a single catchable Hondo Terrakion though, so... Anyway. While I try to get this... again, collection challenges and everything was part. The fashionable costumes or fashionable avatars were actually on the shop, although a lot of people were actually questioning one of them. I don't know where it was. I don't know if it was actually in the shop or not. And yeah, that's pretty much the events, party play showcases for Gatita and Marine, so it was actually pretty cool anyways. But yeah, that was the event. Now that we actually finished with this raid, let's talk about our hauls of the week.
Okay, fine. Yeah, let's look. Had a lot of fun. I was a bit worried on like what I was gonna get this year because I didn't really want repeats.
Yeah.
But yeah. It started with a shiny Blitzel, I believe. Let me just double check the dates. I can't remember where I left off last week, so I'm just gonna mention some that I might have already talked about last week. But I got a shiny Electrike, a shiny Chinchou, and I'm pretty sure I talked about them last week. I got the shiny Blitzel from my first quest for that, so I really thought I was gonna see a second one, but that one was already a repeat because I had it last year. we did raid hour, and I got 2 shiny Virizions, so now I have 3 altogether. So now I really just need Terrakion. I got another shiny Furfrou, which that's always a fun one to get because you need to get one of each of the different forms if you want it to be shiny for each of the different forms. I got a random shiny Metatite. It definitely caught me off guard. And then I got a shiny Diglett. Just hunting around. Not a huge change, but it is a fun one, I think. Probably my favorite catch this week was a shiny Shadow Dratini. 11512. It's a really good Dragonair, and it's like a rank 120 Dragonite. I don't think it's gonna be a Dragonite. I already have a good Shadow Dragonite. And then I just got the Cobalion shiny. But no Hundos this week, I don't think. Maybe Purified Hundos, but I'll be real, I don't purify it too often unless I think I'm gonna use them.
The Dratini was actually insane.
Yeah, I was very happy about that Dratini, man.
Yeah.
I think out of the 3, that was definitely my chase too. So now it's like maybe Bellsprout, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let me see what you got.
All right, so I think the week began with, and if I remember correctly, this Pidgeot on Monday. For some reason, just was a wild Pidgeot, shiny Pidgeot.
I still haven't seen that in the wild, man.
Yeah, dude, I see so many in the wild, especially last week when it was raining and everything. It was windy and everything, so I guess I did it during my daily instance. I actually got a shiny Barnacle from
my gosh.
field research, dude. The F took forever to shine, even after GoFest. I'm so glad. I'm so happy.
That's a pretty rare one.
It is, yeah. And to get it from just regular field research, that was actually pretty cool. Oh, you got a shiny Gatita there, Kiki? Well, congratulations. Super jelly too. I did also get the Absol with the fashionable costume, so the glasses Absol is there. That was pretty cool. And it is perma boosted, so I was actually kind of happy that I got that. I finally got one of the Frillich. The female Frillich. It's there, although I wish I would have gotten the blue one.
Same.
I hatched another shiny Igglybuff for some reason. I don't know. That's the second one. I tried it for a Sableye. Bad IBs. And today, my Go Plus was going crazy this morning. Literally for the first hour. Shiny Electrike, shiny Lillipup, and shiny Lechonk all in within the same hour, I think. Actually, 2 of the 3 was in the same hour. The third one was like early in the morning. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning. I was at work. I checked. It was shiny. Then I would go to another location for work. And then 2 more after that. I'm just like, the F? Why did you have this luck when I was actually playing the event, dude? Like my Go Plus only one.
What gender's the Lechonk, by the way?
Female.
Female? Okay.
So I think, if I remember correctly, I do have 3 Lechonks now. And 2 of them are female, so I got 1 per tray.
That's funny. I got 2 male.
So yeah.
Interesting.
Drowsy. Okay, cool. But yeah, that's the case when it comes down to it. As for Hondas, I don't think I actually got any Hondas this week, which actually was a surprise. Yeah, the Moral was the last one. So I've been kind of like Hondaless for a little bit. So
yeah, I thought we finally swapped back.
No. But yeah, so that's that. I don't know. It was actually pretty interesting. I was hoping to get some cool ones like the Gatita and I was going out like almost every night to actually play the event. So
at least they're giving us a reason to click on Gothita now.
Yeah, thank God. Yeah, I keep seeing Gatitas.
So annoying.
Yeah, I keep seeing Gatitas even after the event, and then I was like, yeah, this is actually pretty cool because it could be shiny now, so that's good. That's cool. That's it. So that's pretty nice. So yeah, I guess we'll give our ratings to the Fashion Week event. What do you think you can give this rating to?
I think I'd give it maybe an 8.5. It was very well executed, I feel like. The only thing I would have liked is more Dragonite raids, or more chances to get it. Maybe a quest, win 3 raids, get another Dragonite. I don't think that's asking too much.
Yeah.
But the quests were pretty up to par. I liked all of those. You're able to only get Shinx and Blitzel from the quests. I can't remember if there's any that were locked behind quests too.
The Butterfree and I think the Curlia
the
was
Butterfree.
usually from Quest too. You could get the Whooper, Diglett.
I did see it one of the Blitzels in the Adventure Incense, but you still got to get super lucky for that.
And the Sneasel too. The Sneasel,
Really?
the Sneasel, I think it was only in raids. However, if you get lucky in the daily instance, you actually see it as spawn as a fashionable one. So,
Okay. Yeah, nah, that makes sense.
yeah. So,
But yeah, overall, really fun. I want to say like an 8.5 or an 8. But yeah, overall, I cannot wait for next year, to be honest.
yeah, that's for sure. There's gotta be a lot of huntings for next year for sure, but you know, more custom forever. It's basically like Halloween Part 2 because it just customs after custom. Yeah, it's not a bad event. I think if they would have been a little more creative, they probably put like cool stuff in the map. But I mean, between Halloween and Christmas, or at least the winter season, that's when things are a little more festive, I guess. So yeah, that was Fashion Week, and that's how that is. Says we lost it. No, we're still alive. We're still doing that. Anyways, all right. So let's move on to today's research topics of the week. We got a little bit things to talk about. Not much news when it comes down to it, but the first thing that we want to talk about is the Trainer Club login update, I think. So coming soon, updates to the Pokemon Trainer Club login, I guess. So it says right here, starting November 16, which was actually 4 days ago, there will be a change to the way you log into your Pokemon Go using the Trainer Club account credentials. If you log into Pokemon Go with a Pokemon Trainer Club account, you will still tap sign in with Pokemon Trainer Club. However, you only notice an update login screen. As a result of this change, any trainer currently logged into Pokemon Go using the Pokemon Trainer Club account may be locked out and will need to validate their regain access to Pokemon Go. Ahead of this update, which again, this was updated on the 14th, so they got technically 2 days of advance of information. We recommend you take note of your Trainer Club username and password, keeping in mind that your Pokemon Trainer Club username may be different from your Trainer Club in Pokemon Go. Or I'm sorry, your trainer name in Pokemon Go. Once this change has been completed, trainers who have a Pokemon Trainer Club account will be able to receive a reward for validating your account, and then more details on the item bonuses will be available soon, which they never gave us the details anyways. I don't even think we even had this update at all yet, even though it was supposed to come out on the 16th. Also, if you do not have additional login methods attached to Pokemon Go accounts, we recommend adding one so you don't lose your access to your account, even in the event that one particular login service has become unavailable. So basically, just do all of that.
I've seen that in the past.
Yeah. If you have forgot it, go to the website, reset your password, recover your password, and all the shabam. I mean, I think it's a good update. I hope that now this actually is an easier link to the Trainer Club account, which is actually good for play Pokemon events, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me actually just check the settings, and I'm actually like...
Maybe, do you think that's why they did it?
Probably. I'm just trying to see... Where can I look at accounts? No, I still have the regular accounts. I don't know if I can actually log in through my Trainer Club, which I want to link them eventually, you know? So...
Yeah.
Okay. Any thoughts on this, Chris?
I mean, if it makes it easier for people to, get into go play Pokemon events, then all for it.
Yeah. Well, I think if I remember,
I'm gonna log in the same way. Though.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, there was supposed to be an actual linkage to the Trainer Club account because of the play Pokemon events, and that way you can actually sign up for events a little bit easier. I never saw that update really go live, and I think this might be the recursion through it. So I'm not sure how the people in the play Pokemon have actually been doing their, logins when it comes down to the play Pokemon events and then getting their points and all that stuff,
Yeah, I'm not sure. They might just put in the username for the Pokemon Go account. That would be my guess, but it's kind of hard to say, I'm sure.
Yeah. So maybe that's the reason. So keep an eye, guys, for this. I don't know if either they will be affected, but if you can actually go ahead and link your accounts or any of the other login information. Do it, because that way you don't have the chance of losing a well-earned account after so many years. So, but yeah, that's that. Chris, how about you let us know the next event?
All right. Oh wow. So if you guys haven't been doing party play, they're pushing it even more. So on November 16th, they said celebrate with party play and Pokemon first discovered in the Paldea region. We've already seen a few Paldean Pokemon, but I guess they're just doing a little bit of party with all of them. So Wednesday, November 22nd at 10 a.m. to Monday, November 27th at 8 p.m. local time, there's going to be the Party Up event.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to start the party everywhere you go with party play. Remember, you can have up to 4 people in your party, and it's a lot of fun. So it says, get ready to round up your squad during the Party Up event. Party play lets a group of 4 trainers level 15 and above adventure together as a party. You can see your friends on the map, which is pretty cool. And if they like change their outfit, it changes on the map. It just like takes them away for a second. You can take on party challenges and lean into your party power. So you actually get a bonus in raids too. So remember that. You know, you can learn everything about it if you haven't done it yet and you think you want to try it with your group. They have a little link for that there. Special research, Master Ball. There's going to be a special research story awarding a Master Ball available to purchase for trainers who did not complete the season-long timed research. So they said, oh, you guys didn't finish it in the, 2 months we gave you? Now you can pay us.
2? I think it was like so 3 almost.
Maybe.
There has been confirmation.
I did see some people.
Yeah, so there has been confirmation about this actual moment. So trainers who have completed it will not have the chance of actually buying a new one. So you cannot have 3 stocked up if that's the case. As for anybody who didn't, and if you got stuck in the raids or something, just couldn't complete at all, then yes, you have the chance to really buy this. I don't know if it's actually going to stay in the special research. I think it is, as far as I know. But, it's one of those things that it's kind of like weird because you had it for free. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. "Quote unquote" free, because 60 race is still $60.
Yeah, I that's the only thing that was like you're really either making people wait for it, like if they're free to play,
yeah,
or you're telling them, hey, you gotta go out and give us a little bit of money if you want your Master Ball.
Yeah. Now, of course, when I say "quote unquote" $60, when it comes down to that too, it's also like 60 race that you can do for free if you do it like efficiently when it comes down to it. So it's not. It technically was free in a sense that you don't have to put too much effort aside from the little grind to actually get the Master Ball. But yeah, I mean, I understand. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people out there that really cannot do 60 races in like, almost 3 months when it comes down to it because of, time restrictions or the way people work or school or whatever the case may be. Or even just being in a rural area. Because imagine just having one gym in the entire area and then all of a sudden you can only do, one pass or something. And then you get a 5-star, which is super hard to do. And then you can't do it for another one, until you actually see one. So it's kind of like, you kind of like pace yourself when it comes down to it. But also if you actually like miss a couple of days here and there, you kind of screw if you actually start, doing it a little bit early and everything. I think Zoe 2 Dots was actually one of them. She actually didn't complete it. So
she was at 48 with 11 hours left.
She was like, uh-oh.
And like you can't remote all those. So I don't know.
Unless she actually went hard for the last few hours, then I don't think she probably completed
she could
that.
remote 5 of those, but yeah, she would have to go out and find a bunch of raids too.
Yeah, which again, this also counts for tier 1, tier 2, shadow raids, anything that you might do at the time. So it's kind of like interesting when it came down to it.
Yeah, I mean, it gives a chance for people to grab it without worrying about it disappearing, so I think that's good. I am curious how much it's going to be, though. Yeah. The fact that it doesn't say it worries me a little bit.
I don't think it says it's a special research, so it's gotta be part of just a special research. You will complete it at any time as long as you purchase it at the end of the day.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead and continue. Continue.
Okay. Going forward, the timed research. There's going to be another special timed research focused on activities trainers do in a party play, and it's going to be available throughout the event. So that means you got to finish it before the event ends. Complete the research task to receive a charge TM, a lucky egg, a premium raid pass, and encounters with Hisu and Growlithe, and Wurmple wearing a party hat, and more. I love both of those. I'm happy about that. The wild encounters. It's really funny how many repeats we're getting. We got Gothita, Solosis, Morlul, Sprigatito, Fuecoco, Quaxley, Lechonk, Nimble, Palmy, Smoliv, and Tadbulb. So the only ones that can be shiny are Lechonk, Gothita, Solosis, and Morlul, but a lot of those are newer Pokemon, so maybe you want the Hundo, maybe you want to get a PvP one for a few of them.
Yeah.
Now's your time to grind them.
I think you skipped over the event bonuses.
I think you're right. Yes. The event bonuses. You can do up to 5 special trades per day. That's pretty hype. 2 additional candy for trading Pokemon. Trainers level 31 and up are guaranteed to receive candy extra large for trading Pokemon. I know that's one a lot of people were missing. And then 2 times XP for winning raid battles. So yeah, now's your time to do lucky trades. Very hyped about that, honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
go ahead.
So for the raids, the 1-star raids, Hisu and Growlithe, Nosepass, Dwebble, Clink, and Lechonk. It's been a long time since I've seen Clink.
I know, right?
Send me Hisu and Growlithe, everyone.
Please.
3-star raids, we got Rhydon, Pelipper, Gardevoir, and Bombirdier.
Bombirdier.
I really want that one too.
The funny thing is like, what's had Rhydon, Pelipper, and Gardevoir have to do with this?
It's so weird, man.
I feel like they just put it in the pool just to, like, you know, be smart about things. Because if not, it's just gonna be Bombirdier race all day.
Yeah, but why are we rating Pelipper other than extra large candy?
Yeah.
The 5-star raids during this are going to be Terrakion, which, you know, I know that's one we want to raid too. Mega raids, we still got Mega Kangaskhan going on. That's kind of crazy. And then the field research task encounters that you're going to be able to find are going to be Hisu and Growlithe, Wurmple wearing a party hat, Nosepass, Gothita, Solosis, Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley. So honestly, pretty loaded for field research. I'm happy about that.
The Wurmple is still that chase for a lot of people too. So
yeah, me included. The Pokestop showcases. Be on the lookout for showcases at different Pokestops during Party Up, where you can enter Sprigatito, Fuecoco, or Quaxley. So keep in mind, you will have to search for the ones that you want to put in for the extra large Pokemon you have. I'm pretty lucky. I got a few of each. The Pokemon Go web store Pokecoin bonus and seasonal special box. You can double your bonus Pokecoins per purchase if you purchase via the web store. That is true. I very much recommend using the web store if you ever need to buy Pokecoins.
Yeah.
Bonus Pokecoins have doubled for every Pokecoin bundle, $20 and up. I wish I knew that before I bought a bunch of coins. But I mean, you know, can always buy some for Christmas. A seasonal special box featuring 25 incubators, 25 super incubators, and 10 Poffins will be available from November 20th to November 24th at a 50% discount. Check it out on the Pokemon Go web store. I am curious how much that is. It should be available right now.
Should be. I don't see it.
Is it it's the Seasonal Delights box. They have it up for $48.75.
I don't have it.
It's not a horrible price, but I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting a little bit lower.
Let me reset my game real quick. I don't know if it actually updated like this morning or something. I know I had the game up until just recently. And no, I don't have it.
On the
Oh, the web store. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the web store.
Yeah, that was my bad.
No, you're good. It doesn't show a discount, but I'm assuming that might be the discounted price. It doesn't sound bad for $48.75, but I thought it would be a little bit less than that.
Well, right now I have a hatch box for $43.50, and it gives me 20 raid passes, 20 super incubators, and 20 irregular incubators.
Is that
That's on the regular web store in my web store, or and not the web store. I'm sorry, my in-game right now. Like I'll show you right now.
In the in-game store.
Yeah. So compare this to the web store. I kind of feel like I won this one more than that one, just because of the raid passes.
Yeah, I do really appreciate the raid passes more. I have the Explorer box for 3,100 coins for 20 raid passes and 30 incubators.
I also have the Explorer box for 10 super incubators, 12 regular incubators, 1 lucky and 1 star piece for 1990.
It's so funny to me how different the boxes are for everyone.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that they do it that way, but I don't know. They might be thinking of something. I'm not entirely sure, but I guess it's depending on your grind time, and I do a lot of eggs anyway, so...
Yeah, I'm sure they definitely look at what you do between raiding and hatching to see what you want to spend your money on.
Yeah,
to kind of give you the deals here and there.
Well, yeah. So that's party up, right? That's party up play.
Yeah, that's pretty much all it is with that. So get out with your friends. Make sure you guys actually get in a party. Especially since we can do routes now with them.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, I don't know if I actually did say this in the last podcast, but routes are now eligible to party play. And it was like something that we had to plan it out because we sometimes do the route, then they do the party, they'll do the party, and then end it by the time raid hour was over or something. And then
yeah, it was so annoying because you're in a party for an hour.
Yeah.
So,
but that was fine.
It's so annoying.
You're doing raid hour this Wednesday, brother?
Yeah, I should be.
Yay. All right, cool. That being said, that is technically the last piece of news, but we're going to go over a few more things that part of miscellaneous, I guess. Plus, I think we're going to do our check-in for... You still did it to the parties, GameX. Yeah, you really just need friends to be around. We always have at least 4 or 5 people around, so... but yeah,
even if you're not in the same car, like if you're close by, I think it still works.
Yeah. So let's do a couple of things. So miscellaneous stuff. First and foremost, we do have Lucario into raids right now. This was unannounced right after the Fashion Week. We somehow started getting Lucarios in 3-star raids, which was actually kind of cool. I was thinking that unless it was a shiny available Lucario, then nobody really cared unless you really wanted the Honda for the Mega. But it is shiny available if you're in 3-star race. So
it was funny because at least for like the first 12 or 24 hours it was out, like nobody was reporting the shiny.
Yeah.
So like people were like, "Oh, I don't really want to read it."
Yeah. So people were like, it is what it is. Could be drowsy finally. But yeah, so that's actually pretty cool if you are still looking for a Shundo possible eligible Lucario. I do have my Honda ready, powered up and everything, but I mean I wouldn't mind a Shundo because that's actually the chase regardless. However, just make sure you do know that Mega Lucario will technically come into Pokemon Go at some point in the near future. So if you really want to go hard from the Honda now, that's cool. But if you start doing it when the Mega's around, so you actually get the Mega energy and a little more ability to that, it's a little bit easier that way. Instead of doing like double the rates when it comes down to it. A quick community day prep. Just catch Pokemons.
Make sure you Mega an Electric type.
Yes, Electric type all the way. You got Mega Manectric. I think you also have Mega Ampharos.
I mean, yeah, you could do Ampharos if you have it already.
Yeah, so Mega Manectric, Mega Ampharos. You can also do Kyogre if you really are just, the best part when it comes to both worlds, to 3 worlds actually. So it's not too bad when it comes down to it. So make sure you do that. It is for 1-4 incubator hit distance. So make sure you incubate your eggs after the event starts. So So that way you or at least start, stacking up on 12Ks or something. That being said, let's do one quick check-in on Pokemon Sleep, since we're addicted to this game. We didn't really report too much last week because we had a lot of news, and of course we had a Scott podcast that time, so we really couldn't do that much anyways. However, last week, or at least the last week that just went by, we did have the release of Onyx in the Tundra. Not the Tundra, but the Tapa Hollow, which is the cave area of Pokemon Sleep, the third island in Pokemon Sleep right now. And it was a slumbering type, both Onyx and Steelix. Onyx can be encountered, I think, after grade 4. And then I think Steelix started encountering either Master 2 or 1 when it comes down to it. However, though, the only problem is that you actually have to get slumbering type to that thing to spawn, and that's only if you get lucky for that thing to spawn at the same time. Did you encounter anything last week?
Dude, I never get slumbering. I never get slumbering. The coolest things I saw were like a few oh my gosh, why am I blanking on its name? Lucario's first evolution. Riolu. I saw a few Riolu, and that was pretty cool. I keep seeing people post shiny Charizard online, and I'm super jelly. I would love to get a shiny starter. Starters are some of the best Pokemon for Pokemon Sleep.
I go to Reddit for that, and trust me, when I see people saying, "Oh, I got a Charizard shiny," I'm like, what?
It looks so good.
I know.
So good in the game, man.
I know, and that's the really good place to actually get it. I mean, you could get it in Green Isle, but you need to master something to actually see it appear or something.
Yeah, just seeing a sleeping shiny Charizard is so crazy.
Yeah.
But this week's pretty hyped too.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in just a moment, actually. So I encounter no Onyxes, unfortunately. I did reach Master 1 or 2. I think I reached Master 2. Or it could be Master 1. I can't remember right now. Which was the first time I actually reached Masters in the Hollow. For the very first time, so that's actually pretty cool. I did encounter Shuppets and Banettes for the first time, which was actually pretty cool because I was getting Dowsy time the entire time. I did also encounter some Gengars that I was working on for a while, and I actually was able to capture one, and it's an A grade or grade A rank, and from the sleeper calculator. So I was able to get that. It's actually part of my team right now as we head over into EV week, the first technically Pokemon-centric event. Yeah, when it comes down to that. So EV week, as mentioned, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and pull up that here in my game because we can. You guys can see it. We won't have the music on because, it's just one of those things in the end of the day. But yeah, EV week is here. Let's pull it up real quick. But yeah, so here it goes. EV week 2023 events last from Monday, November 20th. And I'm dying over here. Anyways. And then the EV day, it specifically will be on November 21st during the EV week, and its evolutions are more likely to appear or to gather to sleep. You will be able to encounter a Pokemon of different styles regardless of your own, and Eevee and its evolution will be more likely to appear, so which is nice.
I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't do Top Hollow now, because I think that means that Onyx would also be more likely to spawn too.
Hold on, let me finish this, because that's the reason why I went to Green Isle. So you might even encounter or meet a shiny Eevee, which is actually pretty cool. I don't know how high of a chance it is, but I'm actually hoping for that's the case because I want a shiny Eevee so badly. During the Conduct and Sleep research on EV Day on November 21st, which remember, it doesn't count tonight if you're listening to this on Monday, which is, when we do the live stream right now, because tonight is the 20th research sleep, while the 21st will be next week, or I'm sorry, tomorrow for the people who actually listen to this. You will be able to get a bonus of 1,121 bonus sleep points, and that's not counting your already either 100 from freestyle or 200 from premium track. So you're at least getting either 1,200 or 1,300 in total, which is actually pretty cool. You get a nice rewards of like evenings, extra special missions, we will show in just a moment. This EV week, all your helpers Pokemon's main skills are more likely to trigger, which actually has been amazing this today for some reason. Especially if you have like somebody that or like a Jigglypuff that boosts up the energy of everybody. That's actually pretty good. Or a Wigglytuff if you're actually already working on one. Says how to progress event, just sleep all the time. The same as always. So on EV day specifically, so on Tuesday night to Wednesday, which is the 21st for the sleep style, you do get your bonus sleep points. You have a greater chance of, a greater appearance rate for EV and its evolution. So you might not just get EV, you might actually be getting a lot of other ones. Maybe you'll encounter all 7 evolutions. That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be pretty crazy.
Imagine actually all 7 and all shiny.
I think I have yet to see somebody get 3 shinies yet.
I saw it on Reddit already. Somebody got a Caterpie, a Metapod, and a top of the belly Hondo. Or Houndour.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's that. And the other days throughout the entire week, so the 20th all the way from the 22nd to the 26th, there's a greater appearances of rate of EV, and a few of them could be its evolutions. So how it may be when it comes down to it. However, there is the appearance rates on each one of the EV evolutions, and this is what I actually want to get into. Let me actually check on the actual news section for this, because they did mention the appearances of it. Excuse me. All right, so we have Green Isle. In Green Isle, Jolteon, Leafeon, Sylveon are going to be appearing more often. If you go to the beach, you go see Vaporeon more. Tapu Hollow will have Flareon, Espeon, and Umbreon. And then on the Tundra, you get Glaceon. However, though, it says right here, you'll only be able to see 1 sleep style each for Flareon and Leafeon, because technically they don't have an actual island for them to spawn regularly. This is actually a special event when it comes down to Flareon and Leafeon, so you might get chance are pretty cool if you actually encounter them. You're only going to be able to get 1 style of that, so technically you only be able to encounter it once. Or if you encounter it more than once, you only see 1 sleep tile anyways. So you won't get like a 2-star Flareon or a 3-star Leafeon when it comes down to it. However, though, it says right here, other sleep styles will be viewable in a new area that will be added in the future. So this is basically a small little tease to say that there will be new areas and new islands added to the game in the near future. Which is kind of cool in the end of the day. So I'm happy about that. So I actually went to Green Isle because I am looking for the Sylveon, and I'm hoping to get Sylveon shiny if possible. I was able to roll into the curry dishes, and I have Fiji berries, Daring berries, and bulk berries, which is the ghost, grass, and ground type berries. Since my Shuppet and Gengar were so amazing, I'm keeping those in the team. My grass types, and then I'm keeping Jigglypuff as the main course for energy source, since it really does help out the team a lot. So, what about you, Chris? What you got?
For what?
For your berries this week.
Oh, for the berries?
Yeah.
The only berry I have on my team that is good is the Pecha berry. Because my Wigglytuff gives him Pecha berries.
Nice.
So pretty much just cooking and the abilities is kind of what's grinding. My Feraligatr gives up to 4,000 energy, or 4,000 sleepy drowsy power.
Snake is snacking.
So that's
Snake is snacking, yeah.
Yeah, Pikachu's good, but it barely gives any compared to that.
What's your berries aside from the Pecha berry?
For the favorite berries?
Yeah.
The other ones? The Pam tree and the Chesto. And I don't really have any Pokemon already built that do that. Or anything that I really want on my squad right now. So I'm not too worried about it.
So Chesto berry, yeah, I think the only ones are specifically, and what was the other one?
The Pam tree and the Chesto. So
Yeah.
Pam tree, it kind of looks like an eggplant. In my opinion.
Is it like the bilberry?
Huh?
No, I'm just trying to figure out the actual berry.
Nah, it's Pamtre.
P-A... Oh. Doduo actually spawns those. Okay. Yeah. I was like...
Dodo is fine, but I just haven't ran it for a long time.
I do have quite a bit of Pokemons for those type of berries. The Jigglypuff definitely would be nice if I would have gotten that. My Swallow actually gives that the Pecha berry, or the purple berry, I guess. And then Doduo and Doctor actually do give me the Lepa berry, so or the tree berry, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I usually try to run at least one Pokemon with the favorite berry, sometimes two. But it really depends. I think it's really important to do that when it's a new area for you.
Yeah.
But like in the Greenland, I'm not worried. Like I know I'm gonna be hitting master, no problem.
Yeah, I know that I shouldn't really be worried when it comes down to it. I just like keeping, because in the end of the day, I'm kind of like rotating some Pokemons that I could be good in some points if I'm in the Green Isle, and if as long as it's something, let's say if it's like one berry that is not cohesive to any of the Pokemons that I have, then I'll train that, while the other two hopefully are things that I already have built at this point.
Yes.
So if that's the case, I'm okay with everything. Somebody I think got the Pikachu berry, and then everybody's just like, "Oh yeah, I'm just a full team of Pikachus."
Okay, that's funny.
Yeah. There was also a quick update to the research reports that you actually get from your communities. You actually have the chance of getting 2 candies from a friend if you have higher levels through them. It's kind of interesting though, because sometimes it triggers on friendships that are either level 1s or 2s, and then level 5s are just like on the end of things for some reason. But it's been nice getting that little extra addition to the candies, because in the end of the day, you do require the candies to really evolve everything. If you haven't had a max friendship, go to Twitter, go to Reddit, and post your code, and I'm sure you'll get a max friendship friends list momentarily. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. EV week sounds fun. Good sleep day, or yeah, it's gonna happen actually the week after. So that's when I'm gonna be using my good camping ticket.
Dude, I just thought about it. We're gonna be getting a lot of candy just from the research then, from your friends.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, it only triggers maybe 1 or 2. Sometimes it can give it to 3 or 4 friends at a time. So it does say the higher level of friends or friendship level you have with them, the higher a chance of you actually getting double candies from your friends. Which again, it's kind of contradicts it to a few things. But anyways. That was a quick check-in to sleep. We'll check in once again next week, because good sleep day is going to happen on a Monday, and that's going to give you quadruple sleep power on that day specifically. So we'll check in after that.
Yeah, we're going to definitely be talking about our EV hauls.
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, I got like 5 shiny EVs, you know? It's like, man,
shiny Sylveon,
I'm about to go to Reddit, because well, actually, no, it's not tonight, but tomorrow I'm hoping to see a couple of EV nights. So we'll see. Anyways, let's get back into Pokemon Go, because this is technically a Pokemon Go podcast, but I mean, we love Pokemon Sleep too much. PvP section, get good, get right, here we go. All right. GBL catch-ups. A lot of people are actually having fun in the catch-up this week.
I played it a little bit. Clodsire is pretty darn good. It's just kind of hard to kind of just pair everything up.
Yeah, definitely. Could be. Aside from that, you know, depending on the catch cup. Actually, let me see if I can actually make a team for catch cup. So let's say we go to the catch cup, which is the only league available right now. I do have a Chartabug that can use a Clocksire and a Skeletor. I'm a little weak to electric, but what other electric Pokemons are there anyways? Oh, I'm sorry, ground type.
I was running Charjabug. Oh, ground type? Yeah. Quagsire. Just Quagsire and Clodsire, like the only ground types I was seeing.
Yeah, I mean, aside from
that isn't true. Gligar. I was seeing a lot of Gligar too.
Oh, Gligar, yeah. I mean, Bellebolt, that's another one.
It is very annoying too that it's only catch cup right now.
I do have a couple of carvings from catching those, or from hatching them.
Ooh.
Aside from that, not really anything aside from the Charmanders. If you really want to get a Charizard build, but I have one build and I can't use it, so what's the point? So, I mean, the only three Pokemon that I really have eligible right now will be the Escalager, Clocksire, and Charabug, which is not a bad team, to say the least.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Yeah, so I'll check it out if I actually want to do a set or not tonight.
I have also seen people running the evolution of Frigibax too. Arctibax?
Oh, yeah.
Its name is.
Yeah, Arctibax. It's not bad, I guess. And then let's get into the play Pokemon. So last weekend, we did have the Pokemon LAIC play Pokemon events in Brazil. So the International Latin American Championship when it comes down to it. We do have a grand winner for the Pokemon Go, and that would be LNDS Rajevs. He did win international, so he has a ticket to Hawaii for the Pokemon Go Worlds. So that's pretty cool. My game just decided to go somewhere else, so I'm not sure. But congratulations to him. Thank you for amazing battles. If you actually were watching the event, you did get a free charge TM from watching after 30 minutes of watching the actual Twitch channel. And then if you link your training club and everything, that actually helped out too. So it is, it's time. It's the season for internationals to happen. So because Hawaii is going to be another thing next year for sure, and I'm sure a lot of people will go in there. Chris, are you wanting to go to maybe an international coming up around here, or maybe a regional?
Maybe a regional. I don't know about an international.
I don't know. I don't think we ever went over the play Pokemon events. 2024 season, I think we should call them. So let's go Championship Series, play Pokemon. Let's see, Championships. Where are they happening? Pokemon League Championship Series 2024 overview. That's BGC and that's Go Champion Series. Yeah, but tell me where to find one. Okay. International ones, we had the Brazil one just happened recently. We have Europe's, and then the NA one, so the United States ones will be in New Orleans. What's it called? New Orleans. It's not Los Angeles, like not that much. Is it LA? LA. Yeah, it is Los Angeles then.
New Orleans?
Yeah.
Louisiana.
Thank you. I don't know my states, brothers. I'm not from here. I'm just kidding. Regionals, let's see. Where do we have a good regionals? Do we have a Florida regional? We do. It's actually in the Orlando Convention Center on April 12th to the 14th.
That's where I would guess.
So we do have the ability to go there. I was thinking maybe train up the next 4 months or 3 months. Maybe since this new season is coming, remember we are gonna have a brand new season, so maybe a new move updates and everything. By the time this happens, we should be on the second season of the year, if I remember correctly. So it's 1, 2, 3. So we'll be on the second season of the year. So technically, we'll have different move sets and everything by the time the regional happens in Orlando. So I don't know. Maybe start practicing. I kind of want to attend one at least.
If I had a lot of time, cool. But I just don't see it with me working.
I mean, it's just the 12th to the 14th. Just take the days off already. You already know the dates anyways.
For December?
No, it's April 12th to the 14th.
Okay.
So we got time to even plan it out. It's not like we're actually going this year. Chris is in the tank, be like, maybe. It's just like a 40-minute drive from where we are, at best.
Yeah, Orlando isn't too bad.
We can say with your friend.
I'll let you know.
Okay. But yeah, so, you hear it here first, guys. Maybe we'll go to a regional when it comes down to it. Anything that you want to cover?
I mean, I can mention Switch Masters. I did not do very good this week. Very close battles with my opponent, Sledge.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really. I'm trying to think of what their team name is. Let me just double check.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
What is weird?
I don't see their team name.
Oh no!
That's so funny. Oh man, I feel bad. But yeah, very good battlers all around. I did not get a single point, but I like it when it's a close battle. More than, them winning by like a landslide, like, oh, I still have a shield,
Yeah.
And it was funny because we went into 2 different battles with the same exact team.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
It was very funny. Like, I was like, man, great minds think alike, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking forward to next week. I think it's the last week of this season of factions.
Mm-hmm. Good. Cool. Hopefully you guys get some hyped up moments. But yeah. With that being said, I believe that's everything we have this week. I don't think that Pokemon has mentioned anything. I don't know why they haven't announced anything for EV Day, because it is EV Day.
Yeah, is it going to be like a surprise in Pokemon Go?
I don't know, but it has to happen tomorrow for sure. So I don't know. They will be like, hey guys, we're going to have EVs for the rest of the day. I'm like, okay.
Like an April Fool's joke.
I know, right? They did say that at least not Pokemon Go, but Niantic actually posted a quick recap of GoFest this year. We had 70,000 trainers attend the 3-day Pokemon Go Fest event in New York City. 30 kilometers average distance walk per trainer, so that's actually like pretty good anyways. Really good. I definitely almost had 100 that weekend, if I remember correctly. So I walked a lot. 35 million total Pokemons caught during the Go Fest event, so that's actually pretty cool. In the rest of the United States, we had, like, in New York itself, it was like 19% of the players. The rest of the United States is 71%, and then other countries 9%. So it depends on that. But then we had, Osaka, Japan, 60,000 trainers up happened, 27 kilometers average, 21 million Pokemon caught. So New York, we caught a lot more for sure. The difference between 35 million and 21 million Pokemon caught is insane. London was actually pretty close, although the more people actually walked in London, 41 kilometer average per trainer.
That's honestly crazy too, because I think the first day was raining for them too.
Yeah, and then of course 34 million, so it kind of was almost close to what we had in terms of catching, but the walking was a lot more, so that's actually pretty cool. But yeah, that being said, I think that's it. I know there's some things happening in routes in other areas in Japan, but there's really no point of covering it unless people listen to Japan. So, but yeah. With that being said, Chris, anything else to add? Nothing else, right?
Yeah, no, nothing that I can think of.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening, everybody, to the podcast. Make sure you check us out and podcast services fees, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and many other places. If you can leave us a review, we will greatly appreciate it. Follow our social media, myself at Pure Let It Go, Chris at PKMN Trigger, please, with the C at the end. Somehow I cannot talk today. You can also check Purified Podcast and Twitter, or X, however you might call it. Email us anything, purifiedpodcast@gmail.com, if you want to just talk about your day. Great thing. I mean, you can be part of the show if that was the case. Also, you can join us live on Twitch, twitch.tv/purelighter, if you wanted to actually get there. Join our Discord. It's free to join because we don't really want to pay for this kind of things.
You can flex on us.
Yeah, pretty much. And then don't forget to check us out at thepurifiedpodcast.com, the Professor Network. With that being said, Chris, how about you end us away for the night?
All right. It's been a lovely week of Pokemon Go. We got a lot to look forward to this week between the Eevee shenanigans and just getting ready for the next few events going on between Pokemon Go and Pokemon Sleep. If you guys got anything cool for... why am I completely blanking on what the last event was called in Pokemon Go?
Oh, the Fashion Week?
Fashion Week. I was going to call it the dress-up event. If you guys got anything cool for Fashion Week, let us know. Especially if you got that Dragonite. I'm very jealous of everyone that got the Dragonite. Yeah. And, hopefully we'll be able to hunt that next year, too.
Yeah.
So, look forward to next week of Pokemon Go. Get your friend groups good to go and ready to go. And, yeah, we'll let you guys know what we got next week and all the new news next week. See you guys then. Peace out.
Keep purifying, everybody. We'll see you guys next time.